Okay. Oh yeah, I hope the footage is okay, because from what I've heard and seen, the emulators tend to be darker on the Wii U, so I hope that the brightness isn't an issue in this Let's Play. Yeah, I'm just gonna give Ross some levels here. Skill lock res. And we'll just have everyone else move forward. What was it? It was friends. Okay, so from here on forward, I am able to purchase weapons during the map sequence between chapters, and I've already bought some weapons for some of the characters. I got her an Iron Lance, I got Seth the weakest weapons he can get, so that hopefully he doesn't, you know, accidentally one-hit KO an enemy. Though I don't think that's gonna help that much. This should be fine. I just realized how stupid I am. I should have checked if anyone had a throwing axe. What is it called? Hand axe, yeah. So hand axe, normal axe. Do you have a hand axe? Okay. And I don't think you have a hand axe. Yep. Always pay attention to what the enemies have, or you will regret it. And we'll have Calm fight the bandit. And hopefully Ross will finish off this guy over here. Okay, so earlier in the Let's Play, in the first episode, I mentioned that Fire Emblem is extremely consequential because of... I don't think I ever mentioned why. Essentially, resources are incredibly limited throughout playthroughs, so that actually depends on the game. If you're playing a game with with an abundance of resources, you should be fine, but in games like basically every other game that isn't Sacred Stones, Awakening, or Fates, or Echoes, you gotta be careful with what resources you have on hand. Because everything you have is, well, a resource. The units you have is a resource because they can perish. The weapons you have is a resource because they can break, as you can see on the number on the right. The money you have... Hold on. How do I check my money? Okay, I can't check it now, but I have 5,000 gold and I already bought a couple weapons. So even the money you have is limited. The EXP you give to your units is limited, which can be wasted if they die. Everything is limited, and you need to be super careful. I need to stress this as many times as I can, because unlike any other Nintendo franchise that currently exists, Fire Emblem is the one that has the most devastating consequences out of any other game I've ever played. And we'll do a support. In case you're wondering what that was, there is a support system in the Fire Emblem series. I don't know if it's in the early games, but essentially what supports do is it increases... If two units have a support with each other, they have the ability to increase each other's evasion, accuracy, and crit rate if they were to be in 3 spaces next to each other. So if Naomi was over here, it would be 1, 2, 3, and Colm will get a buff. And in order to increase your support, two units that are compatible needs to be near each other during combat, and if they earn enough bonds, they are able to get a support level up. And you can go up to... how many supports? I think you can go up to support A. So the lowest level is C, next is B, and then it's A, and you can only have a grand total of 5 supports per unit. So right now I've already spent 1 support between Colm and Naomi, and so that means they can only have 4 more supports with either each other or someone else. This is also a resource, by the way, so be careful once again, because if Colm were to die, that means all the supports I spent with Naomi together with Colm would be wasted, I think. I'm not 100% on that. Looking good. Alright, and I'm gonna have everyone go over here. Even though I obtained a chest key earlier, I'm not gonna use it for chest yet. I'm gonna use comb, use this lockpick, which can be used to open doors, chests, doors, chests, and that's it? I don't know why, but I assume that he could do more than that. So yeah, I'm just gonna use that, use the keys for later, that might be useful in the future. And done. Nice. Also, I want to fight the thief over here with Nami because I don't trust the thief at all. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, thieves have the ability to steal items. And I don't want to risk having one of my units over here only to get their items stolen by this bastard over here. This will take a bit. Okay. Alright, so we got 2 new units and 2 new class types. And that'll be fine. A thief and an archer. An archer can only use bow and arrows, as you can see, and they tend to have pretty good skill. But I'm pretty sure every other stats aren't that good. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Oh wait, I can't see it right now. I'm pretty sure they don't have good defense, do they? Everything else is like okay. Oh, Oh no, I vaguely recall them being pretty frail. Let's see, how do I want to approach this? This one doesn't reach, that one doesn't reach, so I'll be attacked by what are you again? Brigand? And an archer. It shouldn't do that much damage. 12 and 14. Four, 6, 10 damage. Is that okay though? I don't think I want to do anything about that. Okay, how about this? You open the door. We remove you. And how do we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And we let him take the hit. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be using every single unit we have because at some point we aren't able to use everyone per chapter, so I'm going to have to leave some behind. I'm thinking about leaving Garcia and Gilliam and replacing them with Ross and Franz. But if any of these two were to die at any point in the future, I will immediately replace them with Gilliam and Garcia respectively. Archer shouldn't reach. There's something I want to do with the archer, so I'm being extra careful. Scan. You'll be fine. Oh wait, I should have swung with Franz first. I thought Franz would have doubled him. Get the archer there. No, I should get the archer right here. Right? Yeah. Okay, next round. There's a little trick you can do to level up weak units like Ross, but I need to be very precise. Yeah, so I talked about Archer. The next one is Thief. Thieves tend to have high speed, but everything else should be relatively low, so they're kind of a glass cannon. Now, I'm pretty sure their skill and strength should be somewhat decent, but their more notable traits is obviously their speed. Okay. You're still hoping that nothing goes wrong. I think I messed up already. I am not good at thinking. What's wrong with me? You can't do anything about that, right? Yeah, no. Okay, everyone clear out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, wait, you can swing at Franz right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Or Combs, either works. And perfect. Alright, so every single weapon in the game, well, I think every single weapon in the game has a range. Melee weapons can only attack enemies that are right next to him, so if Combs is sitting right here, he can only hit from above, below, left, or right. Archers, on the other hand, can only hit enemies, or units, whatever, that are 2 spaces away, so if she stands here, she can hit 1, 2, there you go. Archers cannot attack enemies that are right in front of them, so if you were to, let's say, surround an archer, get some EXP. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you were to surround an archer, they literally cannot move or fight back. You got yourself a little hostage. Tasty. I just want him to tank a hit. And I'll get Calm ready because I do want him to level up. Would you be capable? 5 damage? Wait, 13. No. That's too risky. Okay, friends. No XP for Colm then. That's fine. That's not good. $18, 17, 16, 15, you're fine. Oh, maybe he'll crit. You don't throw. There's still one chest I haven't opened yet, don't worry, I see it. You guys have items on you. Wait, you guys do have items. Hold on, I want whatever that is. The way how the steal mechanic works is that you can only steal items that are not weapons, I think? I'm not 100% on that. So since they have this, and what else? That, I can steal it. And in order to steal something from an enemy, you need to have a speed higher than the enemy. So he has 10 speed versus 7 speed, though that... I think weight also matters, so yeah, you can steal it. And voila. Alright, the level ups so far have been pretty trash. 13, you'll be fine. So since you can steal items, always look out for what kind of items the enemies have. I actually didn't know they had a... what is it called? Pure water? Pure water and antidote. I did not know they had that. That's actually the first time I actually seen those. And you are next. The boss doesn't move, thankfully. What do you do again? That doesn't matter, so you got 10 speed. I'm gonna steal one more item before letting Colm go back to that chest. I'm gonna initiate with brands. Don't crit, dude. That's all you have to do, don't crit. Don't double. Okay. And we're finished. And in order to steal an item, you need to make sure your inventory isn't full. That's why the steel option was blurred out earlier. Slim, iron, 3 damage? You're weak. The goal was seize the throne, so I can fight. Bring him over here. You're level 5, you're level 6. I don't think anyone else can fight this guy. Okay, I'll initiate with friends, and then I'm gonna finish it with Eirika. Damage, 11. You'll be fine. You are incredible. Double checking, yep, everything is open. One more swing, switch out for Eirika. Hopefully he doesn't crit. Close. I should note that I'm probably not gonna show you my shopping or item management because it's gonna take a while. It probably takes around like 10 minutes before I'm satisfied with what items I have for the units. So I'm just gonna edit it out and immediately head into the next chapter when I'm ready. But do note that I am constantly changing things. I am not just jumping into the next chapter immediately. And now we can finally pick our units. As you can see, even though we will be recruiting a bunch of units in the future, we're not going to be able to use all of them. So this is where you finally need to make the decision to bench some units. So as I said, I'm going to bench both Gilliam and Garcia. I don't need Seth here, because he's just going to overkill a lot of enemies. So I'm going to bring back Gilliam for one more chapter and just set up from here. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Okay, now I'm gonna have Ross fight some of these guys solo. He should be able to handle it, if he doesn't miss. Just fight them normally. Kinda want the XP. No, that's not enough damage. I'll have her focus the tree. Also deal with this one. Comb goes to the village. And now the enemy. How do I fight you? You don't deal enough damage, so I'm gonna have Eirika fight it. Eirika safe. Tree left safe. Can I reach there? No, I cannot. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here, wait, and see what happens. Good. And a normal axe should finish it off. Strength? Oh my god. Well, she's already better than my previous runs. Ooh, scary. You only have 4 HP. I can just finish you off with Calm. As I mentioned before, I tried to record this game 4 times, and I went all the way up to chapter 9. So if it seems like I know what I'm doing, that's because I had to go through all of this 4 times. Don't miss. That's all you have to do. Can't reach, right? Yeah. It deals 8 damage. I think I want to start with Arthur first. A monk. Technically speaking, I've kind of used a monk before in Fire Emblem Fates, but that's actually different because it's basically a Hoshiden male priest. So monks in that game and this game is completely different. So I actually don't know what kind of stats or what you're capable of. If I had to guess, he probably has... What is a monk? You use magic and you probably have really good resistance, but I can't say for sure. Anyways, these monsters use magic damage, so I'm gonna use Archer first. 11 damage. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Nice. They don't have good defense. Yeah, 2 defense. So Nami should be good against him. 11, 10, 9, the doubles. Doubles? Wait. 8 weight. You basically got negative... Wait, let me say that again. 6 weight, constitution 4, negative 2, so you have 0 speed versus 7 speed. Yeah, you basically die if you try to attack Nami. Do it. I dare you. Exicom for the boost. Finish this guy off. There's not much I can do from here. No one has gotten hurt yet, right? Yeah, everyone is mostly healthy. You know, move forward. No one's there. This will be safe. I'll just prepare you for battle. I miscalculated. Not looking good. I need the mage right now. Quite the narcissist, you. You deal 11. You'll be fine. You stay in forest, fight back. I don't think this one reaches, right? Yeah, completely fine. In a sticky situation. Oh, but you don't go that far, probably. And I can use Gilliam to rescue, right? Constitution 5. 813. Alright, let's do this. Distance 5, 1, 2. Wait, this one attacks. Okay. Don't crit. That's all you have to do. In order for Calm to live, he has to not crit a single enemy. Over here's a hassle. What would happen? Defense is incredible. Wait a minute. Is there a forest here? No, there's not. So you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finish off the skeleton. And then I can have Franz tank all of these guys. Let's try it. Incredible. Damage. I kind of want to give Arthur XP. This one's not gonna reach. Yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not gonna reach. You're not gonna reach. You're not gonna reach. There's no other flying. Dude, your crit rate is stupid. Speaking of crit rate, 2% right there. Reinforcements. I'm gonna have loot over here, try to get more XP down here. Nothing should reach her. No, no. No. Hmm? They don't reach the bridge at all. And why not? Give more XP to Vanessa. Fine. Alright, I'll just clear them out. They're getting annoying. Finish. I'll give Nami back. Did you increase in damage? 10. No. I'm stupid. I really want strength. Yeah, they will mess Ross up. And I don't want to use Franz because he's just going to kill them all. I don't want to use Eirika either because all it takes is 3 hits for them to destroy Eirika. Give her XP. I need someone that's not too strong or too frail. So I guess Gilliam. Yeah, no, Gilliam seems to be the right answer. He doesn't one-shot them. And they don't destroy him. And I'll just bring her back. Don't crit. I see that 3% down there. You'll hit it, right? Okay. He's got the spirit. I don't know, his level ups has been all over the place. I don't think he's gone defense or resistance once. That's kind of expected. That one doesn't reach. This one reaches. Make a wall so they can't bypass, and okay. Now I'm just gonna have Namie fight the eye guy over here. With the backup of Artser. That's a stupid name, by the way, Artser. Don't reach. Okay. You really don't want to fight anyone else. You will survive the next fight. Yep. Nice. Ooh, okay. Really good level there. So here's a little fun thing about Namie. In one of my runs, she got HP, only HP, for like 4 levels in a row. It wasn't until she was level 5 or 6 when she actually got anything else. She was a nightmare to use. Oh my goodness. Hit it. And now I'm gonna give XP to Loot. Okay. Now these two remain. 5 damage. Yeah, let's start it. Hopefully it's a good one, and it was not a good one. Oh. I didn't talk about mage now, did I? As I said, I'm not sure about monks, but mages tend to have basically good magic and resistance, but low defense. I'm pretty sure their skill and speed is average. I don't know about luck. Yeah, I don't know how different they are to monks. Aside from that, aside from the fact that they use different magic. So over here, there are 3 different types of magic. There's anima, dark, and light. Light is strong against dark is strong against anima, and anima is strong against light. Basically, it's a weapon triangle with magic instead of melee weapons. How far do you reach? I want to give the XP to Vanessa, so she can be more useful. Good. And awful. She's fine. I think it's fine. We get hit once, I gotta retreat. I don't know if I want to initiate. Slim. Sure, I'm gonna put you right here, give you Slim. Don't die. Wait, did this thing have a crit rate? I didn't check. It does not. Don't betray my expectations. Get a good level. Please. I'm begging. Oh my god.